Okay, so today we're starting our next section on solving multi-step equations. So before we solve multi-step equations, I just want to review solving one-step equations with you. So for example, if I have x plus 8 equals 19, how do I solve this? Anybody?
You have to do what the number variable.
Yes, so we're going to look at the variable and what's happening to it, and then what do I do?
You do you have to 8 to both sides. Switch you do the opposite.
Yes, I do the opposite. So I see a plus 8, so I'm going to do minus 8. And whatever I do one side,
you have to do the other.
That's right. Then my 8's cancel each other out, so I just have x equals, and 19 minus 8 is?
What?
19 minus 8?
11.
11. There you go. You were close.
I wrote 11.
Okay. So on this equation, we just did one step, which was subtracting 8 from both sides, and then we got our answer. This is a one-step equation. When you solve it, you must do it exactly like I did it. You have to write the minus 8 on both sides, and then you have to write the answer as x equals 11. I don't want to see any answers over here on the side. That is going to mess you up when we get into more complex problems. When you solve an equation, you keep moving down your paper, okay? So every time you do something, you move down another line. And you'll see why that's important in a few minutes. So let's do another example with our other type of equation that we learned, which was something like this. So again, the first thing you do, look at the variable. What's happening to the variable?
It is being multiplied.
Yes, so we're going to do the yes, which is divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by whatever is next to the variable. This time it's a 5. Whatever I do to one side, yes. And I know I keep repeating myself and saying the same things over and over, but there is a reason why. Because you've got to have this process down perfectly before we move on to what we're doing today. Okay? So now I get x equals, and what is 40 divided by 5? 8. Good. So this is another type of one-step equation. This one used division. The last one used subtraction. That is what we learned the last couple of weeks. So now we're going to put these two things together and we're going to solve multi-step equations, or sometimes you'll see it called two-step equations. So there's a couple of notes I want you to take before we start. When you are solving a multi-step equation, most of the time, step 1 is add or subtract. Write this down. Add or subtract. And then step 2, what do you think step 2 is? That's correct. Elizabeth gets Starbucks. But she has to give it to me because she owes me. So, first, step 1, add or subtract. Step 2, multiply or divide. So copy this down. I'm going to be right back with some more examples. So, today we are solving multi-step equations. And here are our first two examples. Let's take a look. On number 7, I have to remember that step 1 is add or subtract first. So again, I'm going to look at what's happening to the variable, and I'm going to see if there's any addition and subtraction. Is there? What is it? Subtracting 2. So I'm going to do the opposite. That's right. So I'm going to add 2. Whenever I do to one side,
you have to do the other.
That's correct. So now my 2's on this side cancel out, but what is left on that side still?
VG.
A 4G.
You know what I mean.
I knew what you meant. Then bring down your equal sign. And what is negative 6 plus 2? Anybody? Caleb, put that away.
-4?
Yes, -4. So -6 plus 2 is -4. Now I'm going to go to step 2, which says I have to multiply or divide. So again, look at what's happening to the variable. What does it mean when two things are written next to each other? Multiply. So I have to do the
Opposite, which is divide.
Yep. So I'm going to divide by whatever is next to the variable. And whatever I do to one side,
You do the other.
that's correct. My 4's are going to cancel out. And then I'm just left with a G, which is what I wanted the whole time, to get G alone. And what is -4 divided by 4? Close.
-1.
-1.
It says 2.
Okay, good. Let that sink in. Copy that down. Number 8 says 18 equals 5p plus 3. So again, I'm going to look at the side with the variable. And step 1 is addition or subtraction. So, is there any addition or subtraction with the variable?
Yes.
What is it?
Addition.
It's plus 3, so I'm going to do the
Opposite, which is -3.
good. So I'm going to minus 3 from both sides. My 3's are going to cancel, and what's left on this side?
5p.
Yes, 5p. Bring down the equal sign, and then what is 18 minus 3? Good, thank you, 15. And then I'm going to,
But don't you do what you have to do to one side, you have to do the other?
I did the minus 3 on both sides. See that? Yeah. Okay, so now it's almost like I have a brand new equation. So again, I'm going to look at what's happening to the variable. What operation is this? Yes, multiplication, so I have to do the division. So I'm going to divide by whatever's next to the variable. This time it's 5. The 5's cancel, and I'm just left with p. And what is 15 divided by 5? 3. All right. Now, if we wanted to check our work, we could plug that 3 back in right here and make sure that that's the correct answer by seeing if the two sides are balanced. So let me do that real quick just so you know how. I'm going to say 18 equals 5 times 3 plus 3 because I'm plugging this 3 in. So 18 is just going to stay 18, keep bringing it down. And 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3. And what's 15 plus 3? 18. Does 18 equal 18? Yay, then we did it right. Okay? All right. Number 9. Again, we're going to look at what's happening to the variable. So, step 1, add or subtract. Is there adding and subtracting happening to the variable? And what is it?
3/2.
What's the adding or subtracting part?
3/2. And equals.
Just tell me the adding or subtracting part.
-8.
The -8. So I'm going to do the
Opposite.
opposite. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Bring this down. 3/2 a equals, what's 11 plus 8?
7. No. 9. 10.
19. You were close. It's 19.
You said 9 plus 8?
That's what I said.
Yes, you did. 11 plus 8.
I don't know why I was thinking 1.
Okay, so now we technically have a new equation. So again, I'm going to look at what's happening to the variable. What does it mean when two things are written next to each other? Multiply, so we're going to do the opposite, which is
Divide.
but on this one, when you divide by a fraction, remember you have to keep change flip. So even though we're technically dividing by the fraction, we are flipping it and multiplying. Whatever you do to one side,
You do to the other.
yes. And what, telemarketer, that's nice. So what is imaginary sitting under my 19?
1.
Yes. So I need that when I have a fraction that I need to multiply. Then I could just multiply the top numbers and multiply the bottom numbers. So these cancel out, and I just get A. And what is 19 times 2?
38.
Good, that was fast. And what is 1 times 3?
3.
3. And that will not divide out evenly, so we can just leave it like that for our answer. So I want you to ask. Kayla. Okay, number 10. Number 10 breaks our rules of number 1, add or subtract, number 2, multiply or divide. Because when you have an operation on top of your fraction, you can't just take part of that fraction away on the top part. We can't do the minus 4 right now because that negative 2 underneath is kind of in our way. So on this one, the first thing we have to do is get rid of the negative 2. Fraction means divide, so we're going to do the opposite. So I'm going to multiply. I'm technically multiplying by negative 2 over 1, but I'm just going to say negative 2 on that side. And then the negative 2's are going to cancel out on that side. So I'm just left with what?
Negative 17 times 4.
What else?
B.
B plus 4 on this side. Good. And then negative 17 times negative 2, what is that?
I don't know.
It's a positive 34.
I was going to do it.
Sorry. Okay, so again, now it's like we have a new problem. Ethan, keep your head up, please. And, oh, okay. So we're going to look at what's happening to the variable. What is happening?
It's adding.
So we're going to do what?
The opposite, which is, I mean, subtract.
Subtract.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, my brain will go to Mars together. Good, I'll stay here.
I just want mine to go to Starbucks.
Mine have a new 3.
Okay, so the 4's cancel out on that side, and I'm just left with B. And then on the other side, 34 minus 4? 30. Okay, and that's it. So the only exception to our rules, step 1 and step 2, is if you have this kind of fraction that has an operation on the top of it. Then you have to get rid of the fraction first. Okay?